Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the Frontline Changes report for the Ukraine war or the special military operation in Ukraine for the past 48 hours. And of course, the breaking news is Donald Trump is president again, or will be, maybe. But he won the election, and it's been confirmed across all the mainstream medias, all the leaders around the world has sent their congratulations. So it still have not synced in for me. So yeah, it will take some time. So we just cover the frontline changes report first. Then I think since it's a special day, I will talk a bit more about maybe what I think the influence on the Ukraine war would be. With the election of Trump. So we got there's frontline changes over at Kruhliankivka, Vyshneve, Pershotravneve, Terny, Ivano-Darivka, Vimka, Stupovsky, Petrivka, Antonivka, Katerynivka, Bohoyavlenka, Yesnapolana and Shakhtarske. So we're gonna go to Kruhliankivka first. Over at the Pichane front. So this is our beloved. Oh, this is a bad drawing. This is our beloved head of this giraffe. Yeah, the tongue get bigger with the Russian forces geolocated in a new position, and as the Russian forces expand control towards the south of Kruhliankivka into Zarizove. So there's a frontline change over at Kruhliankivka. So there is still no confirmation of the full capture just yet, but this looks like soon, because there is still some coastal riverside settlements that is not captured just yet. So after Kruhliankivka, we go to Vyshneve, which is nearby. So over at this area here, the Russian forces have been geolocated in the east of Pershotravneve, south of Vyshneve. And this means that the Russian forces, after overrunning Vyshneve, they head south and storms into Pershotravneve itself. This is mapped by Deep State UA. So this is Ukrainians. Ukrainians have acknowledged that this is actually the situation around here. So massive development in this area here. And if you look a bit further, if the Russians are pushing in this direction, then a new encirclement is about to develop with this flanking movement. So we shall see, because the Russians are now attacking Svetoklibove, which is a pincer now. This looks like a pincer now. So we shall see how this continue to move on over the course of the next 12 hours. After the Pershotravneve, you will have noticed that I am still sick. My voice is horrible. And at Terny, small change, geolocation of Russian forces in a slightly new position. Very, very tiny change, which represents that there might be some very severe resistance over in Terny. The Ukrainians are really doing their best to hold back the Russian advance over in Terny. So after Terny, the next frontline change is surprisingly at Siversk front. We finally have confirmation or corroboration of somewhat. So in case you do not know, this is Siversk, and this is the Siversk front, and the Russian Defense Ministry have declared the capture of Ivano-Darivka and Vimka for a long, long time, and finally we have geolocations. So two of them. So Russian forces geolocated in the north of Ivano-Darivka, confirming Russian advance. And this invalidates huge chunk of territory west of Sperne, which means that the Russian forces have firm control across all of this area here. So it could be a recent retreat from the Ukrainians rather than an earlier capture by the Russians. But this is massive. And another geolocation was Russian forces in the northwest of Vimka. And this also means that the Russian forces have for the first time, geolocated at or near Vimka since the announcement of the capture of the town 2 months ago, 1st of September, long time ago. So this means that the Russian forces also expanded massively in this area here. And I'm not sure, maybe they are celebrating the Trump's victory. I do not know. So whatever it is, suddenly we have all this information, and finally we have some development we can see at the Siversk front, and these are massive changes. So, and if we zoom out, you can see this is the this is the change. And for those that are always saying that, no, I always say, the massive, but no distance. From this geolocation to the furthest point is around 4 kilometers. To Sperne is around 3 kilometers. To the east is 2 kilometers. Even the Darivka is 1.5 kilometers. So from this geolocation, all the way to Vimka is around 1 kilometer. To the furthest point of the last claim territory is 4 kilometers. And another, so to the top is 3 kilometers. From the last Russian claim is 2 kilometers. So these are massive captures. These are huge amount of grounds being captured by the Russian forces, and this is potentially going to change the tactical and strategic outlook at this region here. Wow, my voice is horrible, man. Yeah, so sexy. Actually, why people say Kos voice is sexy? It's not sexy at all, man. Yeah. So Stupovsky. At Stupovsky in the Bakhmut front, Russian forces has been geolocated southeast of Stupovsky, signaling Russian advance. It's a few soldiers, running into trenches, and Ukrainian forces are geolocated east of Stupovsky in an attack. So they are attacking both sides. So there are still this active clash along this line. So we shall see how these continue to develop. I still feel like the Russians are just doing pinning operations in the Bakhmut front. I don't believe they are going to go for real offensive in this area here. After Stupovsky, we jump all the way. So just now we were here. We're now going to the Pokrovsk front at Petrivka. So this is Seridove. So this is Seridove. And in the west of Seridove, this is where the Russians are attacking. No, they're attacking Kruhliankivka, Vyshneve, and they are also attacking towards Petrivka. And this attack is now geolocated with Russian forces along the railway line, and they are reaching Petrivka. They are on the way. Fighting is already reported in Kruhliankivka by the Russian and Ukrainian Defense Ministry, and this means that the entire Gali region and this western part of Vyshneve is now fully captured by the Russian forces. The southern part of Kruhliankivka is now under Russian control. So massive changes around here. So that is the front line change over at this area. Talking about distance, geolocation is around 2 kilometers advanced from Vyshneve. This is huge. From the last geolocation is 1.69 kilometers. From the furthest point in the south is around 3.3 kilometers. So this is a lot of grounds captured. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do this measurement thing for most, if not every, of these frontline changes. So then we can add a bit more to the frontline changes report. But the flip side is the video will get a bit longer. Given my voice, I don't think I'm going to talk much about Trump. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. How about that? So yeah, because now my voice is shit and the video is getting long. So over in the south, after Petrivka, we go to Antonivka. So this is Donetsk front, and over at the Constantinople region, Russian forces has been geolocated inside Antonivka. We have to note that the Russian Defense Ministry announced the capture of Antonivka in their today's report. And this means that the Russian forces, with the geolocation, has captured most of Antonivka, and most likely they have captured everything. As the Ukrainians find this impossible to defend, most likely they have retreated either to this heavy defense line or maybe into Ilinka. So based on Russian mapping, they have claimed that they have captured the rest of Katerynivka. They are using this geolocation as the reason that this area here is all red. So this is their projection. Tentatively, I don't entirely subscribe to that, but most likely that's the case. So that's all from this area. We go west. Over at the Bohoyavlenka region, Trudove, you can see this is Uspennivka. This is the prime target right now. Russian forces has been geolocated in a new position in the west of Trudove. This is Trudove. Russian forces geolocated to be attacking this tree line, and this means that massive amount of grounds around the northwest of Bohoyavlenka is now fully taken by the Russian forces. Huge amount of grounds taken in this area here. So the Ukrainian lines may be actually here. This is why they are attacking with fire as they move along. But I don't think it's a lot of soldiers. It's probably just a squad at most. And yeah, the situation continues to collapse as the Russians are overwhelmed, the defenders, as the Ukrainians do not dare to put too much troops in the entrenchments. But that also means that they will be overrun. If they put too many, then they will be airstriked. So there's no good solutions. So the distance from the last border is around 3 kilometers. So in the nearest point to where the south of Trudove is around 1.4 kilometers. The two geolocations is the tree line is around 1 kilometer, and from this other geolocation to the previous front line is almost 4 kilometers. So again, another 3-4 kilometers advancement by the Russians across 48 hours. So there's a lot. And nearby at Yesnapolana, Russian forces has been mapped by Ukrainian mapping to have captured more grounds in the northwest of Yesnapolana. So this is Ukrainian mapping confirming Russian advance in this area here, and this is something that I mentioned before. Just before we go on, is around 2.5 kilometers at the furthest point, 3 kilometers. Again, another 3 kilometers advance, and as I mentioned before, from this area is dangerous for the Ukrainians, as the Russians is going to attack in the flanking operations, capture Rozdone, and then they can hit to the rear position of Velika Novosilka. So this is happening, and it seems like this is exactly how the Russians may be moving. So this is something that is to look out for. At the nearby Shakhtarske, Russian forces geolocated along the junction of the tree lines, confirming Russian advance down the tree line from Shakhtarske north, going southwest. And the distance between the geolocation and the previous border is around 600 meters. So the Russians are moving down. And where are they going? Velika Novosilka. So this group is moving in this way. So this is what's happening. And these are the entirety of the frontline changes for the past 24 to 36 hours. And yeah, so I think I can talk a bit about Trump, but yeah, but Trump is not going to wait for the January when he take over officially as president. I think as per what he has said during his campaign, he's going to start to try to stop the war. And according to some tweets I saw, Putin is welcoming any negotiation with Donald Trump. So we shall see whether this will bring peace to Ukraine, and hopefully this will bring peace to Ukraine. Zelensky also put out statements to welcome Trump as a new president. Clearly he have to, and yeah, and they talk about some peace plan or victory plan, yeah, whatever. So, but I think the most likely United States is going to stop supporting Ukraine with weapons and money. This is most likely going to be the case. So, but that's my opinion. My brain is not working that much now. I'll talk about it in a separate video, hopefully with a better voice, and I'll see you guys in the next update.